Jack was also very reassuring. He said for every genuine case of seizure, he sees a dozen he just chalks up to some mysterious teenage stress syndrome. But of course, we want to be absolutely certain.
Well, maybe there's nothing wrong with me at all, Daddy.
That's perfectly likely. Now, sweetheart, I have a 1 o'clock at the Ford Foundation. I'll see you later. You're my best girl. You make me proud of you. Hold it.
This will be your room, Pamela. And you have a roommate, Nikki Murata. Miss Murata, I want to introduce Pamela to you, your new roommate. It's a young lady who's in for the same test that you are. Nikki, I have someone for you to meet. Nikki, can you hear me? Nikki? Nikki, you know there's no smoking in here. Just put the cigarette away, please, will you? Nikki Murata, I'd like you to meet Pamela Pearl. Sure, you're going to be great friends. Don't you think your friend Pamela is sick of that
How
song?
are we feeling today, sweetheart? You remember our old friend, Dr. Jack Samansky?
Pamela, this is Dr. Huber of Columbia Presbyterian, professor of neuropsychiatry. He's attending this month, and we're very privileged to have him here with us. Walter, would you say hello to Commissioner David Pearl?
Nice to meet you, Doctor.
It's a pleasure.
Well, she's got a clean bill of health on the brainwave tests. We're going to run a CAT scan on her this afternoon, and that should complete the picture. It's a sophisticated kind of X-ray. It doesn't even touch her head, completely non-invasive. It's just like going under a hairdryer. It's a big, comfy, lean-back chair. Oh, it's just like the beauty parlor.
Am I going crazy?
You know, Pamela, every boy and girl at a certain point in their growing up, suddenly their body begins to manufacture hormones, lots of them, up to 30 times the amount that it did before. It's a big shock to the system. Believe it or not.
Oh, no.
Who is that patient, anyway? Shouldn't she be sedated?
Oh, certainly not. If you're going to run tracing.
That's all right, relax.
Why is she here?
Let me cover you.
She was put here by me. They're both going under the same tests.
Well, Jack, wouldn't my daughter be more comfortable in a private room?
Please don't put me in a private room.
Simon? Heavy, have you seen Simon? You seen Simon? Simon? Hey, come on, come on.
What's happening?
He says the story time quote of the day is too Jewish.
Too Jewish.
Yeah.
I'm working on the zombie girl from this morning. He thinks her dad might be somebody.
Okay, screw the zombie girl. We got to get this LaGuardiaized in 90 seconds here, all right? Hands that help are more holy in the eyes of God than lips that pray, all right?
Okay, gotta take God out of there. Hands that help are groovier than lips that...
Lips that whisper.
Strike lips.
Helping...
Contradicts hands.
The eyes of God.
Lips that whisper helping
eyes
words.
Whispering lips.
A helping hand is groovier than the lips of man.
I'll never use groovier.
Prayer. Prayers? How about prayers?
Praying lips of words. A helping hand.
Need more time to write this crap. Hands.
The eyes of God's a goddamn can of worms. I got it.
Hands of
I got it.
love.
Hands
Oh, God help me.
that help are beautiful, silent prayer.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is sickening. I love it.
And now it's time for the Storytime quote of the day. And it's a good one, friends. I'd like to share it with you. A helping word is like a prayer. A helping hand is an answer to that prayer.
Maestro.
The man is a genius. What can I tell you?
Good morning, Pamela. How's our star patient? We're gonna have you out of here in no time. I'm gonna examine you once more, Miss Marotta. Nicole Marotta. Can you hear this? Do you ever hear voices? Do you ever hear ringing or a banging sound before you get angry? Have you banged your head lately? Series 1, negative. Say the word Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Say Methodist Episcopal. Methodist Episcopal. Methodist Episcopal.
Take a piss, you asshole.
Series 2, negative. Nicole, I'm going to repeat to you a familiar saying. I'm sure you've heard it more than once. And I want you to explain it to me in your own words. Okay? A rolling stone gathers no moss.
Well, a Rolling Stone doesn't need to gather moss. He's a fucking millionaire. What's he gonna roll down a hill for?
Well, how about this one? People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
Well, people who live in glass houses shouldn't. Wait a minute. You know, they have to be careful. People disappear every day.
Well, you should know the meaning of that, Dr. Szymanski.
Yes, I do, Pamela. How about this? Out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire is where you go when you don't want to be eaten for dinner.
Well, ladies, I guess that's enough for today.
Miss Marotta? Can you hear me? Nicky!
Keep the creeps away like that. Got my own room with the Hopkins, where I was detained. Thought I could see why I always end up in places like this. It's my own man, you know. He's fucked up. I mean, he's a good guy and all, but he's wasted himself. And his brains are fried. You know what I mean? Get a match? Oh, figures. Why'd your father throw you in here? And let me tell you something. They can't wait to turn you into a vegetable in this place. That's why I got a void. 'Cause I ain't got much time. I expect to live past 21. That's why I gotta jam it all in now, you know? Figures the fucking matches in this place. Hey, you taking your pills? Well, listen, don't.